Betty's a lady and wears a gold ring, and Johnny's a drummer who drums for the king. As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. Each cat had 7 kits. Kits, cats, sacks and wives. How many were there going to St. Ives? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Lucy Locket lost her pocket, Kitty Fisher found it. Not a penny was there in it, only ribbon round it. Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold, some like it in the pot, 9 days old. A cat came a-fiddling out of a barn with a pair of bagpipes under her arm. She could sing nothing but fiddle comfy. The mouse has married the humblebee. Pipe, cat, dance, mouse, we'll have a wedding at our good house. Handy Spandy, Jack-a-dandy, loves plum cake and sugar candy. He bought some at a grocer's shop, and out he came, pop, 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 pop. Hush-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. There was an old woman, lived under a hill, and if she's not gone, she lives there still. Goosey, goosey, gander, whither shall I wander? Upstairs and downstairs and in my lady's chamber. There I met an old man who would not say his prayers. I took him by the left leg and threw him down the stairs. If all the world were paper, and all the sea were ink, if all the trees were bread and cheese, What should we have to drink? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. There came a big spider who sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Where are you going to, my pretty maid? I'm going a-milking, sir, she said. I'm going a-milking. May I go with you, my pretty maid? You're kindly welcome, sir, she said. You're kindly welcome, sir. Say, will you marry me, my pretty maid? Yes, if you please, kind sir, she said. Yes, if you please, kind sir. What is your father, my pretty maid? My father's a farmer, sir, she said. My father's a farmer, sir. What is your fortune, my pretty maid? My face is my fortune, sir, she said. My face is my fortune, sir. Then I can't marry you, my pretty maid. Nobody asked you, sir, she said. Nobody asked you, sir, she said. With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, a peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she came there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. She took a clean dish to get him some tripe, but when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the alehouse to get him some beer, but when she came back, the dog sat in a chair. She went to the tavern for white wine and red, but when she came back, the dog stood on his head. She went to the fruiter's to buy him some fruit, but when she came back, he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat, but when she came back, he was riding a goat. She went to the hatter's to buy him a hat, but when she came back, he was feeding the cat. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig, but when she came back, he was dancing a jig. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes, but when she came back, he was reading the news. She went to the seamstress to buy him some linen, but when she came back, the dog was a-spinning. She went to the hosier's to buy him some hose, but when she came back, he was dressed in his clothes. The dame made a curtsy, the dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant," the dog said, "Bow wow." "Come, let's to bed," says Sleepyhead. "Tarry a while," says Slow. "Put on the pot," says Greedy Gut. "We'll sup before we go." Punch and Judy fought for a pie. Punch gave Judy a knock in the eye. Says Punch to Judy, "Will you have any more?" Says Judy to Punch, "My eye is sore." See Marjorie Daw, Jackie shall have a new master. Jackie shall earn but a penny a day, because he can't work any faster. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and how do you think they got there? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, they all jumped out of a rotten potato. 'Twas enough to make a man stare. One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock at the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. 11, 12, dig and delve. 13, 14, maids a courting. 15, 16, maids in the kitchen. 17, 18, maids in waiting. 19, 20, my plate's empty. She made some tarts all on a summer's day. The knave of hearts, he stole the tarts and took them clean away. The king of hearts called for the tarts and beat the knave full sore. The knave of hearts brought back the tarts and vowed he'd steal no more. Two little dicky birds sitting on a wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. The cock crows in the morn to tell us to rise, and he that lies late will never be wise. For early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy and wealthy and wise. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on the right. Three young rats with black felt hats. 3 young ducks with white straw flats. 3 young dogs with curling tails. 3 young cats with demi veils went out to walk with 2 young pigs in satin vests and sorrel wigs. But suddenly it chanced to rain, and so they all went home again.